Welcome to Changing Perspectives. Today I would like to process the emotions around a bait and switch situation, where you started to get to know someone and they of course put on this great mask of this wonderful person, and then all of a sudden they switched on you. So I'm going to think of that experience, tap into my body and feel the emotions and sensations that come up and allow that to be processed. And I invite you to do the same. Okay. So there's confusion around a feeling of being scammed, self-doubt, questioning reality when the shock first sets in, when you figure out what is happening, wanting to chase that first initial month or 2 months or however long it was, thinking that that was who the person really is, when really all they were doing was putting on a facade so that you would accept them. So there's a little bit of feeling like a victim of even a crime. That's how it feels. A lot of confusion, disappointment, grief over the person that you thought that they were. A feeling of being let down as to what you thought was reality was actually just a facade. So I'm going to just sit with those feelings for a moment and see what else comes up. I have a feeling like I really want to stay in my head, like I really want to justify what happened and try to prove myself. Overthinking about the thoughts of being taken advantage of, or that person thought that I was naive enough to fall for their act. So I'm gonna have another attempt at try to get into my body and sit there with the feelings instead of trying to rationalize it in my head. As time has gone on and I've matured and I've come across it enough times, I can see the red flags right away. And I no longer want to chase, and I no longer try to negotiate. I just see it for what it is and just drop it. I think that situations like this is something that is generational. There must be something in my lineage that people tried to take advantage of others, thinking that they were naive. So I can be proud in the fact that I've come a long way in this situation. And never again will I ever abandon myself for the sake of having someone's approval, or no longer will I ever abandon myself for the sake of someone else. I see people's true colors. I don't disregard the red flags. There are signs along the way. Their true character shows up in little bits and pieces at first, and over time you can see who the real person is if you really pay attention. And I think it's important for the safety of yourself to be able to recognize those red flags and not to walk around guarded all the time. Give people the benefit of the doubt, of course, but at the same time, not to be so naive to think that everybody has good intentions. Not everybody thinks the same or feels the same way as you do. And not everybody has those good intentions. So you've got to be able to sift through life with a greater sense of discernment now, because more and more people are putting on that mask. As the generations go on, more and more of them are being taught how to create those masks. Little tricksters. But I am not a victim, and neither are you. We can figure this out. And even though we may be a target, doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to fall for it. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.